Hello billionaires, I hope you're doing well. I'm personally doing very well and I thank God for it. Like I promised, I would want to be very vocal here on every aspect to do about financial wellness at the age you are right now and at that retirement period. And to start with, I would want to start with retirement planning. A lot of people think that they need to start planning for their retirement when they are 50. A lot of people think because they're 25, because they're 35, they're still young and what are you telling me at retirement? That is where you go wrong, because you should start as soon as you start working, because retirement is expensive. Think about this. You retire at the age of 65, maybe, and God blesses you to 100 years. Those are 35 years with no income. At that point, the level of life will have maybe doubled because of inflation. Your immunity, your body immunity will have gone down. So old age sicknesses will be knocking now and then. It is expensive. Retirement is expensive. You cannot afford rent. So that is why you need to even own a house, own some apartment as your retirement plan. So retirement is basically planning for those days that you cannot be able to earn income. And in our language, we say uzee inakula ujana. Hiyo inamaanisha what I am doing right now will take care, my younger me will take care of my older me that time. All right? I know a lot of people do not really like this thing of the government of NSSF, but sitting to think about it, it is actually a good thing, because what is 200 shilling to save for your retirement? Do you spend 200 in a day? Then why would you save 200 in a month? So you can start your own retirement scheme in a scheme like ICA, or in a scheme like ICA Lion. Personally, if you're in business and you're not employed, so you can start your own. If you're with an employer and they do not have that package, although with the new NSSF Act, every employer needs to have one, you can start your own. It's called a personal retirement scheme. You can start with a minimum of 2,000, then you can be putting in whatever you feel comfortable in a month. You can alternatively do an investment plan, which will give you higher return, and then at that time you can, having a good lump sum, you can decide what you want to do with your money. But there's something I also want to touch on. There are those guys who are employed and are pensionable. I don't want to talk about your current pension because it's ongoing with your current employer. But if you've worked in like 5 companies, let me use client A. If client A has worked for 5 companies and he was pensionable, that means alikuwa anakatwa pesa. Let's say ulikuwa unakatwa 6,000 by your employer, and your employer would match the same amount of money. That means for every month you had 12,000 for your retirement. When you leave your employer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now you're at employer number 6. We won't talk about number 6, it's ongoing. But the previous employers, you're able to access your money. Instead of your money staying with 5 different employers with 5 different schemes, you can open one, now the personal retirement scheme, and transfer all the money. Now it is my work to help you consolidate all that money under one shell. Why is it important? Because you'll find that some of your former employers were under a scheme that did not give them good interest. But talking about ICA now, our average, it means for the last like 5 years, what is our interest rate is 10%. So you can consolidate your money and have it give you good income. There are 2 types of retirement scheme. Two types of personal retirement scheme. One is called a pension scheme, and the other one is called a provident scheme. A pension scheme allows you, let me start with the provident. A provident scheme allows you to access all your money at the age of 50. So you've transferred your money from your 5 employers. Your 5 employers, let's say you had a million. So you had 5 million. When you transfer this money, you can access 50% of the money or 75% if you want to. But if you transfer everything to this now personal retirement scheme, you access your money at the age of 50, all of it. And you can decide if you want to buy an annuity or not. I'll touch on the annuity, don't worry. But you get all your money and decide whatever you want. That is a provident fund, okay? A provident scheme. Now the other one is called a pension scheme, and this is what now the government is doing, or well, it's been there, but initially necessarily called provident. You get the difference once I finish. Now for the pension, after you attain the age of 50, you can only access 1/3 of your money. How about the 2/3? The 2/3 buys something called an annuity. Now an annuity is opposite of insurance. You see, for many insurance plans, for many investment plans that we have, you get to contribute slowly on a monthly basis, on an annual basis. Then upon maturity, we give you your lump sum. Now for an annuity, it is opposite. You give us the lump sum, which is not optional at that point when you decide to go for a pension. This is what now we have. And then we start paying you on a monthly basis until the day you die. Okay, so this is why I'm saying the younger you takes care of who? The older you. Of course, the amount that you're giving us determines how much you're going to get paid at that time, because somebody giving us 30 million is not equal to another person giving us 5 million. But the bottom line is you have your money. You can decide at that time, I want to be paid annually, I want to be paid on a monthly basis. It is totally upon you. Okay, but why plan for a pension? Because number one, your children are not your retirement package. Get that one clear. If anything, our generation are the last generation to take care of our parents. One time I argued with a client and they tell me, no, that is not true. I mean, it depends on how you raise your children, because I have another client who told me, if my daughter washes my car, I have to pay her. I mean, I don't have an option. She anangoja nimulipe, which I do because she does a good job. So I was asking that client, do you expect this same daughter is your retirement package? This will take care of you, whom you need to pay after washing your car. I'm not saying it is bad, it is really nice, but it is much better to take care of yourself in the sunset days. Get it? Yes. So I have pretty much simplified everything, or just briefed everything. Get in touch with me on my number, which is on your screen, and then we get to talk about pension. We get to talk about how we can consolidate your money, and yeah, we move forward and your money gives you good return. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support, your comments. They are keeping me going. Have a blessed day, night, or whatever time you're watching this video.